Welcome everyone. So this class is called Twisting into Scissors. So we'll be working towards an arm balance, Ekapada Kundalini 1, also known as Scissors Pose. And it really doesn't matter if you can get into that pose or not. We'll just be warming up the body in preparation, and then we can just play with coming in. So it'll be a nice, long, slow, juicy warm-up, some flow, and twisting. Twisting's very good for stimulating sluggish kidneys and liver. It's a great practice just to get the systems moving and the lymph system flowing. And I think we can't stimulate our immune systems enough right now, so I hope you enjoy the flow. As usual, we're going to begin with some pranayama. This is a combination between breath of fire and alternate nostril breathing. So to begin this pranayama, take the right hand and close the right nostril with your thumb, and then breath of fire in and out through the left nostril. We'll take 20 rounds. So begin with an inhale. Release, and other side. Close left nostril, begin breath of fire through right nostril for 20 rounds. Release left hand, and now breath of fire through both nostrils simultaneously for 20 rounds. Take a deep inhale and hold the breath in. And if you're familiar with the locks, engage all three locks. So a gentle contraction of the pelvic floor, a drawing in and up of the lower belly, and pressing the chin into the sternum area as you retain the breath. Gently release the locks, release the breath, and come back to a neutral seated position. And we'll take 2 more rounds. Begin with closing right nostril and breathing through left. Breath of fire. Slowly release right hand, left hand comes up. Breath of fire through right nostril. Release left hand, breath of fire through both nostrils simultaneously. Take a deep inhale to hold the breath in, Kumbhaka. Engage all 3 locks. Allow the pranic energy to circulate throughout the body as you hold it in. Release the locks, release the breath gently through the nose, and prepare for the 3rd round. Lift the right hand, close right nostril, breath of fire. Release right hand, lift left, breath of fire through right nostril. Release left nostril, and then breath of fire through both nostrils. Take a deep inhale, retain the breath, and engage all three locks, Mahabandha. Gently release the locks, release the breath, come back to a seated position, close your eyes, and just sit for a moment, drawing all of your attention inwards, pratyahara, and just allowing yourself to assimilate the effects of the pranayama. Gently open the eyes, and taking one more round of breath of fire while simultaneously stimulating the lymph system, bring your arms out to the sides, and with breath of fire you're going to tap the chest, alternating hands, and you make your fingers kind of tense like tiger claws, and then we'll take some rounds of this. When you tap the sternum like this, it stimulates the lymphs. So slowly release. Release the chin to the chest, interlace the fingers, and place the hands on the back of your head. Allow the weight of the arms to draw the chin closer to the sternum. Keep your spine really straight. Let your arms hang heavy like dead weight. Engaging Jalandhara Bandha, the web or net lock. This stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is your relaxation reflex. On the next inhale, lift the elbows, lift the heart, gaze up, pressing the heart forwards. And as you exhale, this time round the back and let the elbows hang down towards the earth. Inhale, draw elbows back, open heart center. Exhale, curling in, suck belly in. Inhale, finding expansion and length through the side ribs. Exhale, suck belly in, elbows hang heavy. And keep going for a few more rounds, moving with your breath. Strong, rhythmic breath. Come back to an upright position, and on the next inhale, lean over to your left side as far as you can. As you exhale, lean over to the right side as far as you can. Inhale, tipping over to the left. Exhale, tipping over to the right. And continue to take some lateral stretches from side to side. Long, slow, deep breath. Using Ujjayi breath now, so you can really slow the breath down to synchronize the movement with the breath. Coming back to a neutral position. And one more movement, this is from Kundalini Yoga also. Fold the thumbs into the palms of the hand, wrap your fingers around the thumbs. And also using a kind of breath of fire, but through the mouth. So you're not using the belly so much, it's a higher up. You're breathing in and out through the mouth. And this movement is going to help us to clear any mind chatter. So the idea is to just clear the vrittis for the mind so that we can be really focused for practice. So we're breathing breath of fire-like breath through the mouth. And slowly release the hands to your knees. And now coming to lay down on your back. So move your blanket to one side. And I will come sideways now, so hopefully you can see me better. Lowering down slowly to the back, so we can begin to warm up the hips and the legs, bringing the arms out to a T shape on the floor. Step your feet so they're hip width apart. And as you inhale, just turn the legs to the left. And as you exhale, slowly turn the legs to the right. So you're windshield wipering the knees from side to side. Inhaling left, exhaling right. So you can use a strong rhythmic breath, if you're familiar with that. Just breathing audibly through the nose. It's a breath from Kundalini Yoga that I like to use a lot. So the next time you roll to the left, as you roll to the left, bring the left knee to the left elbow, and then place the foot back on the floor. As you roll to the right, pick up your foot and bring right knee to right elbow. So you're doing a kind of frog leg from side to side. You keep replacing the foot back on the floor as you continue to windshield wipe, now with a frog leg. So continue, strong rhythmic breath. Come back to neutral. This time, as you roll from side to side, so as you roll left, you straighten the left leg towards the left hand. And exhale, bend the knee, replace the foot, roll right, and straighten right leg towards right hand, and then replace the foot. And now continue to roll from side to side, this time with a straight leg, just beginning to work the hamstrings, to get some blood flow into the leg. Come back to neutral with the knees bent. This time as you roll to the left, bring your right knee, keep your knee bent, bring your right knee towards your left elbow. So you're crossing the body now. Replace the feet, roll to the right, bring left knee to right elbow, and then replace the foot. And continue rolling from side to side, this time crossing your bent leg across the body. So it has a slight twisting action happening here. Inhaling as you come back to center and exhaling as you reach the knee towards the elbow. Continue rolling, massaging the sacrum on the floor. Come back to neutral. This time, as you roll from side to side, you'll straighten the top leg towards the opposite hand. So rolling knees to the left, straighten the right leg towards the left hand. Bend both knees, roll knees right, straighten left leg towards right hand. And then keep moving with the breath. Modified Jatara Parivrita, revolved belly twist. A dynamic version. Roll back to center now. And lift the legs so the knees are directly over the hips. Your knees and ankles are together. Extend the arms over the head and make Kali Mudra with your hands. So interlace the fingers and the pointer finger is extended out. And squeeze the knees in towards the chest. And on the next exhale, lean over to the left with your hands. Inhale, raise the arms over to the head. Exhale, lean over to the right. Inhale, come to lay down. Exhale, come up. And keep going, moving with the breath, working the abs. A supine Charlie's Angels. Next time you inhale and the arms are over the head, bring the hands behind the knees and begin to rock and roll on your spine, massaging the spine on the mat. Next time you rock up, catch yourself in Paripurna Navasana. As you exhale, squeeze knees into chest, ankles and knees together. As you inhale, come down a little bit lower. Exhale, knees to chest. Inhale, Ardha Navasana. Take a few more rounds, waking up the abdominal muscles. Next time feet come in, cross the ankles and roll over your feet and come into tabletop. So hands are shoulder width apart, fingers spread wide, middle finger pointing forwards, arms are straight. And beginning with a dog breath from Kundalini Yoga. So to do this, you stick out your tongue, pant like a dog, and smack your feet on the floor. So we'll do it together. So nobody's looking. Stick out your tongue, gaze at the third eye, and pant like a dog. And come to relax. And then begin cat-cow. On the inhale, tilt the tailbone up, dip the belly down. And as you exhale, begin to arc through the spine, ears between the upper arms, rounding through the back, sucking the belly in. Inhale, concave the spine, gaze up. Exhale to arch the spine. And then perhaps gather a little bit of speed with a strong rhythmic breath as you move through your cat-cows. come back to neutral. On the next exhale, draw right knee towards the forehead. And as you inhale, reach back through right heel. As you exhale, bend the elbows, shift forwards, baby chaturanga. Inhale, press to straighten the arms. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, reach through the heel. Exhale, shift forwards. Inhale, press up. One more time. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, lengthen the leg back. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, press up. Lower the ball of your right foot to the floor. And on the next exhale, squeeze left thigh into the chest, holding all breath out for a moment. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze thigh to chest. Maintain the integrity of plank. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze left thigh to chest. And now thread the left foot under the right arm. And inhale, open the right arm up towards the sky. Fallen star. Exhale, release right hand to the floor. Come back to tabletop. Inhale, concave the spine, gaze up. Exhale, left knee to forehead. Inhale, reach through left heel. Exhale, bend the elbows, baby chaturanga. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, curl knee to forehead. Inhale, reach through the heel. Exhale, bow forwards. Inhale, press up. One more time. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, reach through left heel. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, press up. Lower the ball of the left foot to the floor now. And as you exhale, squeeze right thigh into chest. Inhale, lower. Exhale, right thigh squeezes in. Inhale, lower. One more time. Exhale, lift right thigh. And now thread a right leg under left arm. Inhale, lift left arm skywards. Coming into fallen star. Exhale. Release back down. And sit back on your heels. And we're going to begin to twist from side to side, bending the elbows as we do so. So you can start twisting to the right and just fall a little bit to the right, bending the elbows. And then press yourself up, and then turn to the left, bend the elbows, fall towards the floor, press yourself up. And then keep turning from side to side. We're almost imitating a side crane movement here. Bend the elbows, keep the elbows squeezing in towards each other. So you take weight into the hands as if you're going to lift your shins off the floor. Just keep turning from side to side and straightening the arms. Falling to the other side. A few more rounds. Strengthening the arms. And now come back to tabletop. And curl toes under. And as you exhale, sit back towards the heels. The forehead hangs towards the earth. So it's in a modified child's pose. And on the next inhale, spring forwards into plank. Exhale, sit back towards the heels. Walk your fingertips out a little bit more. Palms are flat. And inhale, spring to plank. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, spring forwards. Take a few more rounds. Next time you come to child's pose, just pause for a second. The toes are still curled under. And on the next exhale, lift the hips high and transition into Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And begin to pedal the feet a few times, bending one knee, then the other, so that you further stretch your hamstrings, pressing the heels down towards the earth. And then come to a still place. Feel free to bend the knees any amount to modify the pose and protect your own hamstrings. Spread the weight evenly across the hands, middle finger points forwards. And then step the feet together. Inhale, raise the right leg high. And then begin to circle your right leg, making as big a circle as you can in the air. And then begin to circle the leg in the opposite direction. Lower the right leg to the floor. Inhale, lift left leg. Same thing, begin to circle the left leg in the air. First in one direction, making as big a circle in the air as you can with the left leg, and then circling in the other direction. Replace your left foot to the floor. Inhale, glide forwards to high plank pose. Exhale, bend the knees and press the hips up. Inhale, glide forwards to plank. Exhale, bending the knees close to the mat, lifting the hips, undulating the body. And take a few more circles. Arriving in downward facing dog. Look between the hands. Begin to walk the feet forwards to meet the hands. And find ragdoll. So hold the elbows. Let your head hang heavy. Perhaps keep your knees soft. And just hold ragdoll. You might even gently swing from side to side as you hold the posture. And then coming to stillness, release the elbows. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up, overhead, reaching through the fingertips. Exhale to draw the hands to the heart center. And take a moment to arrive fully in Tadasana, mountain pose. Grounding into the feet, spreading the weight evenly across the feet. Growing roots into the earth from the soles of the feet. And then lifting and lengthening through the crown of the head. Shoulders away from the ears. And take a moment to feel gratitude. Just allow gratitude to saturate your whole body. Gratitude for the gift of this precious human life, for the gift of this precious human body, and everything else that you have to be grateful for right now. Just take stock and take a few long, slow, deep breaths, igniting the Ujjayi breath. And on the next inhalation, float the arms up, reaching through the fingertips. And as you exhale, swan dive all the way forwards. Let the head hang heavy. Inhale, come to the fingertips. Bend the knees any amount that you need to. Exhale, ground the palms. And take a big step back to high plank pose. Lower the knees, uncurl the toes, lower the body in a straight line to the earth. Hands beside the face, press firmly into all 10 toes, keep your chin slightly tucked. Inhale, lift up into baby cobra. Exhale to place the hands below the shoulders, pressing up through tabletop to downward facing dog. On the next inhalation, lift the right leg high. Exhale, glide forwards, high plank pose, hug thigh to chest. Inhale, lift right leg. Exhale, slow glide forwards. Inhale, lift right leg. Exhale, step through lightly and release the left knee to the mat and curl the toes. As you exhale, sit back, straighten right leg, Ardha Hanuman. Inhale, slow glide forwards, gaze up. Exhale, sit back, Ardha Hanumanasana, lift the kneecap. Inhale, slow glide forwards. Exhale, slow glide back. One more time. Inhale to come forwards, opening inner groin muscles. Exhale, sit back, strong active leg, press into the left palm, and inhale, raise the right arm. Some variation of Ardha Hanuman. Exhale, bend the right knee, sweep both arms up to crescent moon, lengthening through the side ribs, sinking into the inner groin muscles, and on the next exhale, palms together to heart center and twist to the right. I like to use one hand to help me come in deeper, palms together, twisted prayer. Inhale, find more length through the spine. Exhale, spin in a little deeper. You can choose to stay here for a couple more breaths, or you might curl back toes under and lift the back knee, coming to a deeper or a modified revolved side angle. Parivrita, Parshvakonasana. Inhale, perhaps sweep the arms apart, reaching up. Exhale, come back. Lower the back knee if you lifted it. Unhook, sit back, and just move the right leg into pigeon. So it depends on how open you are in pigeon. You might need to place your blanket under your right sitting bone, just for more support if your right sitting bone is not on the floor. If you're more flexible, the right shin can be more parallel to the front line of your mat. Come to your left forearm in front of your right shin. And then bending the left knee, reach with your right hand and catch the instep, or catch the side of your left foot. And as you exhale, draw the heel a little closer to the sitting bone. As you inhale, press into the forearm and rotate the chest to the right. Lift up out of the left shoulder a little bit. Inhale deeply as you twist, and exhale, draw the heel a little closer to the sitting bone. Deep left quadricep stretch. Slowly release, place the hands shoulder width apart, step back to high plank pose, lower the knees, uncurl the toes, and lower the body in a straight line to the mat. Inhale, coming into cobra with your chin slightly tucked, elbows stay slightly bent. Squeeze the elbows in. Inhale to open the heart. Exhale to roll the shoulders back and down. And slowly move back into downward facing dog on your next exhale. Inhale, lift, left leg lifts. Exhale, slow glide through, hug thigh to chest. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, slow glide forwards, hug thigh to chest. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, this time step through. Inhale, lower right knee to the mat, look up. Exhale, sit back and fold over the left shin. Inhale, glide forwards, gazing up. Exhale, sitting back, folding forwards, Ardha Hanuman. Inhale, gliding forwards. Exhale, sliding back. One more time. Inhale, lift the heart, maybe lift the chin. Exhale, sit all the way back. Press into the right palm. Inhale, left arm lifts, turning to the left. Exhale, bend left knee and sweep both arms up into Ekapada Raja Kapotasana 2, modified crescent moon. Inhale, find more length. Exhale, sink in a little more. On the next exhale, palms together, draw hands to heart center, and twist to the left, hooking right elbow over left thigh. Inhale, create more length through the spine. Exhale, gaze over left elbow, twisted prayer. Option to stay here, or you may choose to curl the back toes under and lift the back knee, straightening the back leg, coming into a modified revolved side angle. Option to stay here, or to inhale and spread the arms apart. Exhale, lower knee, palms together, unhook, and sit back. Shift the left leg into pigeon. Slide the right leg back, and you might use a blanket under the left sitting bone. The right forearm is parallel to the front line of your mat. Bend the right knee, reach back with your left hand. As you exhale, draw the right heel closer to the right sitting bone. Inhale, lift up out of the right shoulder and rotate your chest to the left. Take a few breaths here. With each exhale, draw the right heel a little closer in for a deep right quadricep stretch. And slowly release, plant the palms, shoulder width apart, and take a big step back to high plank pose. Release the knees, uncurl the toes, lower the body in a straight line to the mat. On the next inhale, you come into a cobra of your choice. Lead with the sternum, keep the chin slightly tucked. You might come up a little higher this time. The elbows are still slightly bent, and maybe you lift the chin. Exhale through tabletop to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Lift the sitting bones. Landing in downward facing dog, slowing your breath. Trying to make the inhale and exhale the same length as you breathe in and out. Long, slow, deep inhales. Full fluid exhales. Creating the same oceanic sound as you breathe in and out. On the next inhalation, gaze between the hands. You can walk, step, or float to the top of the mat. Exhale, hollow the belly. Perhaps take a hold of the ankles, or you can hold the elbows. Draw the elbows out to the side a little bit. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. On the next inhale, release the ankles. Circle the arms up overhead, reaching for the sky. Exhale, drawing energy into the heart center. Inhale, circle arms overhead, gazing up at your thumbs. Exhale, swan dive all the way forwards, head hangs heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, find length from tail to crown, bend the knees any amount to ground the palms, and take a big step back into high plank pose. Step your feet together and roll onto the outside of your left foot, stacking the right foot over the left foot, taking Virasana. From Virasana, take a big right step forward. So stepping as far forwards on your mat as you can. Your toes might be turned out just a little bit. As you exhale, lower left hip to the floor and reach the right arm over the head. As you inhale, lift the arm, lift the hip. As you exhale, lower left hip to the ground, reach right arm forwards. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale. Inhale. On the next exhale, come all the way down, bring the right arm back, and make Dhyana Mudra with your thumb and forefinger as you look back. As you exhale, sweep the right hand forwards and walk your hands all the way to the back of the mat. And turn the left foot out, lowering to the outside of the right thigh, reach left arm back. And perhaps speed this movement up. Left arm comes forwards, walk to the front of the mat. Right foot turns out a little bit, right arm reaches back. Exhale. Walking to the back of the mat, turning left foot out. And the next time you come to the top of the mat, turn right foot out, reach right arm back. And you can bend the left knee to take a hold of the outer edge of the foot, if available. Otherwise, stay where you are. Inhale deeply. Press the foot into the hand this time. So now you're creating a back bending action rather than a quadricep stretch. So using the strength of the leg to pull back. Slowly release. Frame the right foot with the hands. Take a big step back to high plank pose. Your option for chaturanga, or knees down, lie down. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forwards to high plank pose. Step the feet together and roll onto the right foot. And inhale, left arm lifts. Holding Virasana for a moment, and exhale, big left step forwards, and then lower the hip towards the floor, look back at your left hand. Inhale, lift the hip, reach forwards. Exhale, lower the hip and reach back. Inhale, sweep the arm over the head as you lift the hip. Exhale, sweep left arm back. Inhale, last time, lift up. Exhale, reach back. And then bring the hands to the inside of the foot. Walk to the back of the mat. Turn the right foot out slightly. Reach right arm back. Look at your thumb. Inhale, sweep right arm forwards. Walk to the other end of the mat. Inhale, left arm reaches back. Exhale. Do this a couple more times. Next time you come into this posture, I have no idea if it has a name, you could try bending the right knee to take a hold of the outer edge of the foot. And then press the foot into the hand. Inhale deeply. Find a little back bending action. It's a variation of lizard maybe. Take a few deep breaths. Slowly release the right foot, sweep left hand forwards, frame the left foot, take a big step back to high plank pose, and take a vinyasa of your choice, following your own breath, and meeting back in downward facing dog. Slow your breath. Grounding firmly into each joint of each finger, especially the balls of the index fingers and the thumbs. On the next inhale, gaze between the hands. Step, walk or float forwards, feet to hands, and exhale, fold Uttanasana. Perhaps holding the ankles, drawing yourself in deeper. Inhale, circle the arms up overhead. Exhale, draw hands to the heart center. Take a breath. On the next inhalation, circle the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive all the way forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ground the palms. Take a big step back to high plank and flow through your vinyasa of choice. Arriving in Ardha Mukha Svanasana. On the next inhale, raise the right leg high. Exhale, big right step between the hands. Option to stay on the ball of the back foot or to spin it to the floor, coming into Virasana 1. So front knee is bent to a right angle. Square the hips to the top of the mat. Turn your back foot in a lot unless you're on the ball of the foot. On the next inhale, straighten right leg. An option to just step in a little bit if you'd like to shorten the stance. As you inhale, lean all the way forwards, reaching forwards. And as you exhale, bring the hands to the floor. So you can feel free to use a block here. So if you can't reach the floor with straight legs, you can place a block on the big toe side of the foot or the little toe side of the foot. As you exhale, fall forwards over the right leg. You might even walk the hands back and turn them around if you are more flexible. Ekapada Uttanasana, one-legged standing forward fold. And then walking the hands forwards if you walk them back. And moving into Revolve Triangle. So your choice to have your left hand on the big toe side of the foot or the little toe side of the foot. Parivrita Trikonasana. Try to keep both legs strong and active. You might look down or to the side, or if it's comfortable to gaze at your thumb, you can do so. Exhale, right hand to the side waist. Bend the front knee, scoot the left hand forwards, and lift the left leg, coming into Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. So you can stay right here, or reach the right arm up as you spin the body around a little more in space. If you'd like to go one step further, try bending the back knee to catch the foot, and then pressing the foot into the hand to take Parivrita Ardha Chandra Chapasana. If you took a hold of the foot, slowly release and place your hands either side of the right foot and lift the left leg as high as you can. Standing splits. Urdhva Prasarita, Ekapadasana. Exhale, left foot by the right foot. Keep both knees bent as you inhale into Uttanasana, fierce pose. Exhale, straighten the legs, Samastitihi. Inhale, float the arms up, gazing at the thumbs. Exhale, swan dive all the way forwards. Inhale, lift up, lengthening. Exhale to ground the palms, step back to high plank pose, and move through your vinyasa of choice. Following your breath, arriving in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, big left step between the hands, and float the arms up as you inhale. Virasana 1, strong back leg, lengthening through the side ribs, perhaps having a right angle with your left knee. On the next inhale, straighten the left leg. Maybe toe heel in just a little bit. As you exhale, reach forwards with straight legs. And then lower the hands to the ground. Or you can place them on blocks. You can also place the hands on your shin. Inhale, find length through the spine. And exhale, Ekapada, Uttanasana. Feel free to turn the hands around and walk the fingertips back for a deeper version, if you wish. Deepen your breath. And then slowly transitioning to Parivrita, Trikonasana, Revolved Triangle. So feel free to place your hand on a block. Your ankle, shin, can be on the inside or the outside if you'd like a bit more of a challenge. Twisting the whole body around, perhaps gazing at your thumb. Draw the left hip back a little bit. Keep your legs strong and active. On the next exhale, bring the thumb into the crease between the thigh and the torso. Bend the left knee. Scoot the right hand forwards and move into Parivrita, Ardha Chandrasana, revolved half moon. So you might lift the back leg and just stay here, or you can also lift the left arm again, just like revolved triangle. Try and straighten the standing leg. If you'd like to take a deeper posture, perhaps bend the right knee and catch the foot. And then as you inhale, press the foot into the hand so you create that back bending action in Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana, revolved half moon arc. Slowly release right leg straight. Frame the left foot with the hands. Inhale to lift the right leg as high as you can, coming into your version of standing splits. Exhale to lower the right foot to meet the left foot. And inhale, float the arms up, coming into Uttanasana, fierce pose. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Maybe just take a breath or two in Tadasana. On the next inhalation, float the arms up, palms together, bend both knees, and exhale, tip forwards to Ardha Uttanasana. So come quite low, reach the fingertips forwards. On the next exhale, draw hands to heart, and turn to hook left elbow over right thigh. Press the palms together, spin around, and gaze up over your right elbow. Inhale, spread the arms apart. Exhale, bring hands back together. You're now going to place the hands on the floor to the right side, and we're preparing for our peak pose. So you might first come into a side crane. You may use both elbows, or you can just use your left elbow. And if you would like a crash pad, it's good to put a crash pad where your head might fall if you think that you might be a little wobbly. You also don't need to come into this posture. You can just imagine that you're coming into it, visualize it, and do it that way. So just play with the posture. So you can tip sideways. So you'll bend the elbows like chaturanga. So first side crane, and then scissors. And then when you come out, you can come back to a forward fold. It doesn't really matter what you do, whether you come up or not, whether you visualized, whether you fell out. It's all the same. Inhale, bend both knees, Uttanasana. Exhale, tip forwards to Ardha, Uttanasana. Draw the hands into the heart and hook right elbow over left thigh. And now turn, spin to the left, Parivrita, Ardha, Uttanasana. Spread the arms apart. Bring the palms back together. And now just lower the palms to the floor. And then you have the option for side crane, or you can use both elbows for side crane, or just your right elbow. So lots of options. And try and keep your ankles and knees squeezed together. Tip forwards a lot, and only take scissors if you feel ready. When you come back, lift the sit bones, come back to ragdoll. Let the head hang. Soften the breath. Release the elbows. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. On the next inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, hinging at the hips, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to high plank pose. Maybe lower the knees, just making it a little easier. Knees down, lie down. Inhale into your cobra of choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then step, walk, or float through and find a comfortable seat. So bend the right knee to the chest. Place right hand behind you on the floor. Left leg's active. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, hook left elbow. Inhale, find more length. Exhale, Virasana C. Just taking a few breaths here. Left toes point straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, lower right knee to the right. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, reach for the outside of your foot or leg. Inhale, find length, straighten right arm. Exhale, gaze over left shoulder. Inhale, look forwards. Reach for the left foot with both hands, find length. Exhale to bow all the way forwards, bend the elbows. Shavasana. Softening the breath. Inhale, rise up, straighten the right leg, and bend the left knee to the chest. And place left hand behind you on the floor. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, hook right elbow over left knee. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, spin around to gaze over left shoulder. Virasana C. With each inhale, create a little more length. And with each exhale, deepen into the twist. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, unhook and allow the left knee to move out to the left. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, reach for the right side of your foot. Inhale, find more length. Exhale, spin around to gaze over right shoulder. Twisting the belly button over the thigh. Inhale, look forwards, reach for the foot with both hands, find more length through the spine. Exhale, bend the elbows and draw the crown of the head towards the toes. Inhale, rise up. Lift both legs for Parivrita. Cross the ankles, roll over the feet. Coming to high plank pose, release the knees, uncurl the toes, lower to the earth. Inhale into any version of cobra. Exhale, pressing back to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, look between the hands, step, walk, or float through to find a seat. And fold the right leg back. Roll the calf muscle out, Trianga Mukha Kapada. So toes point straight back. If this hurts your knee for any reason, then just repeat Janu Shishasana, the last pose. On the next inhale, float the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bow forwards over the left leg. So you might find you're tipping to the left. Use your left hand as a stabilizer to try and get more weight into the right hip. You have an option to stay in this posture or to bend the left knee and reach the left leg up. Inhale, find length. Exhale to draw the chest towards the thigh, Crown Chasana. Lift the heart as on an inhale, and as you exhale, draw left leg a little bit closer. And then option for a Crown Chasana twist. So hold the outer edge of your left foot with your right hand, right tented fingers behind you. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, draw the left leg a little bit more over to the right to stretch out the IT band on the left side of the leg. It's on both sides, but right now we're stretching the left on the outside of the left leg. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale to bend the left knee. And if available, come into half lotus, preparing for Bharavajasana 2. If that's not working comfortably for you, place the left sole of the left foot on the inner right thigh. You have an option to bind with your big toe, or place left hand on the floor behind you. Right hand to left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gaze over left shoulder, Bharadvajasana 2, pose of a sage. Taking a few long, slow, deep Ujjayi breaths, easing into the posture. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, release, straighten the right leg. Fold the left leg back now. And roll the calf muscle out. And knees are close together. Inhale, float the arms up, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, hollow the belly and fold over the right leg. And you might use your right hand as a training wheel, so you can even out the weight between the sitting bones. Then you have an option of staying here in Trianga, or you can bend the right knee to catch the foot and lift the leg into Crown Chasana. Inhale, create length. Exhale, draw the leg a little closer. Deep hamstring opening. Then you might take a twist, clasping the outer edge of the right foot with the left hand, right tented fingers behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gaze over right shoulder. maybe drawing the leg a little bit towards the midline. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, moving into either half lotus or option to place right foot on inner left thigh. You can choose to bind right hand to right big toe or place the hand on the floor behind you. And then left hand to right knee. Inhale, find length. Exhale, spin around to gaze over right shoulder, Virasana 2. Inhale, lengthen a little bit more. Exhale, spin in a little bit deeper. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, release. And now we're going to move into Virasana. So we'll fall both legs back and spin both calves out to the side. And perhaps sit down between the heels and place the hands on the soles of the feet and allow your sitting bones to sink towards the earth. So you can stay seated upright, or you have the option to come down to the forearms. If you come down to the forearms, lift the sitting bones and curl the tailbone towards the knees. You can stay here, or option to go in deeper, coming all the way down and reaching the arms out over the head. Deepening the breath. And then, if you came all the way down to Supta Virasana, come back to the elbows. And slowly make your way back up to the sitting bones. And just come to sit on the heels for a moment in Virasana. I'm going to move into Camel Pose. So come up to the knees. Make sure your knees are just slightly apart. And place the hands on the side waist. And then as you inhale, press the hips forward, squeeze the elbows towards each other, and open the heart. Perhaps gaze up. If it bothers your neck, find to place your chin on your chest. Squeeze the elbows towards each other, keep the heart lifting. As you exhale, sit back on the heels for a moment. On the next inhale, come up. And this time, curl the toes under. You have the option now to lower the hands to the ankles when you come back, or you can keep the hands on the side waist. So listen to your own body. Inhale, press hips forwards, lift the heart. Maybe lift the chin, and then only if it's comfortable, lower the hands to the ankles and expand the chest as much as you can. And remember to keep the breath flowing. Keep the face soft, the throat relaxed. Uttanasana, Camel Pose. Inhale, slowly come back. Uncurl the toes, sit back on the heels. And prepare to take one more camel of your choice. So you can either leave the hands on the side waist. You could repeat the version that we just did with the toes curled under. Or if you're comfortable to bring palms of hands to soles of feet, you can try that now. Inhale, press hips forwards, lift the heart, and lower the hands if you're comfortable with that. And remember to keep the breath flowing evenly. inhale, slowly come up. Place the hands in front of you on the mat, cross the ankles, and then sit back and reach the legs out in front. And come to roll down slowly to your back. And if you'd like to find a block and take supported bridge, that would be a good posture to work on now. So to come into supported bridge, bring the heels to the sitting bones. Come to your toes and lift the hips as high as you can. And place your block like a skyscraper under the sacrum if that's comfortable. Try to get the feet flat. You can either hold the ankles or you can interlace the fingers underneath you. And taking a restorative back bend. The chin is on the chest, stimulating Jalandhara Bandha. Shoulders squeezing together on the back body. And just allow yourself to relax onto the block so that it has a restorative quality. You can slow your breath a little bit. Close your eyes for a moment. Soften the point between your eyebrows. Then releasing the ankles, perhaps walk in a little bit, lift the hips off the block, remove your block, and just lower the back to the floor and come into constructive rest. So feet wide, knees together. Again, close your eyes for a moment, finding release in the lower back. Now squeeze the knees into the chest, wrapping the arms around the shins. Just roll, make little circles with your knees. So start in one direction, so you massage the sacral area on the floor, and then reverse, just rolling in the other direction, creating a little massaging effect. Coming back to neutral, bring the arms out to a T shape. Scoot the hips over to the left a little bit, and keeping knees close to the chest, lower both knees over to the right to come into a supine spinal twist. Keep both shoulders on the floor and breathe down into the twist, releasing the spine. Slowly roll back to center, scoot your hips to the center and then over to the right. And then lower the knees over to the left. Both shoulders are on the floor. Breathing down into the twist, a modified Jatara Parivrita, another revolved belly twist variation. Roll back to center. Place the hands under the knees and begin to rock and roll on your spine. Just another massage of the spine. And rock up to a seat. And now you have an option. You have an option for your finishing sequence of inversions. So you can either take a headstand followed by a child's pose, or you can take shoulder stand followed by plow and fish, Or you can follow me into this restorative posture, which is a nice thing to do in the evening, is sitting on this block and then lifting the hips. So as if you're going into bridge, but you lift the legs up straight and you rest the hips on the block, squeeze the legs together, and try and find that sweet spot where there's no effort needed to hold the legs up. So those of you doing headstand, hold your headstand for about 15 breaths, and then take child's pose. That will be your last pose if you're taking headstand. If you're taking shoulder stand, do 10 breaths in shoulder stand, 10 breaths in plow, and 5 breaths in fish. Everyone else can stay in Viparita Karani in space, which is the pose that I'm demonstrating. If you're in the restorative pose, you can allow your breath to return to its natural. If you took shoulder stand, be making your way into plow. Headstand people, you can be moving towards child's pose now. Shoulder stand people, lower the knees either side of your head. Place the palms behind you. Roll down slowly and just find fish pose. So you're sitting on the backs of your hands, you're puffing out your chest, placing the crown of the head on the floor. Taking 5 long, slow, deep breaths of fish. Those of you with your legs in the air, you can bend the knees now. Place the feet flat. Remove the block. And we can prepare for Shavasana. So if you have some clothes that you want to put on for Shavasana, or if you'd like to cover yourself with a blanket, feel free to do so. And just prepare for your final relaxation. So once you are laying down, try to stay completely still for the next few minutes. Allowing your whole body to relax and let go. Relaxing the point between the eyebrows and allowing your eyes to grow heavy. Feeling the eyes sinking back into your head. Relax your jaw, relax your tongue, and relax your throat. Allow your whole body to grow heavy now. Feel yourself sinking into the earth. Sinking in a little bit deeper with each exhalation. Surrendering your body to the earth. Feeling the earth rising up to support you as you sink more deeply into it. Letting go of the body and letting go of the mind. Resting in awareness as awareness. This is from the Radiance Sutras. Gaze out at space, aware of multicolored luminosity permeating everywhere. The blue sky filled with rays from the sun. The night sky dark, yet crisscrossed by the light of 1 billion stars. How can this be? All space is the same, inside you and far away. Lose yourself in spaciousness. Come home to your true self. Really slowly begin to move the fingers and the toes, just bringing a little awareness back into the body now. Stretch the arms over the head. Give yourself a long stretch from fingers to toes, as if awakening from a deep sleep. Fold your knees into your chest, hug them close. Roll gently to one side. when you're ready, gently press yourself up to find a comfortable seat. And place the palms together at the heart center, sealing this practice together with one full, resounding, heartfelt Om, uniting our voices together with the vibration of the universe. And we'll also chant 3 shantis for peace. Take a deep breath in to Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you so much, everyone, for practicing with me this evening. Namaste.